that was the dream when we sat down first worked in the
What?
crazy story
No,
our relationship.
not on the middles.
So then that was the plan.
All right. I've actually, my son, where my son works there.
Ready to start? Ready to start? No, I'm going to turn it off in a second, and I'm going to need it.
I do know TikTok, yeah. Oh, and learning how to use it?
They put on an event about how to use it.
Give it a go.
Just make sure something's going on, send them the links, yeah? If they ask for it. Hello, Dustin. So, gonna start in 2 seconds, yeah? First of all, I wanted to welcome you all to The Forge, our first sales and networking workshop here in Bedford. Welcome, everyone. Hi. Before we start, something really important. I want to share with you the rules, yeah? Hope they're gonna be followed by everyone, all right? So rule number 1, you are allowed to give your opinions and talk. If I ask you something, you are allowed to share your opinions with us, your thoughts, or anything else that you want to share with me. You are allowed to just raise your hand and talk, yeah? Rule number 2, you are allowed to use your phones. You are allowed to take pictures, record videos. Actually, we do encourage it, to be honest. If you want to share anything online in your social media, we are The Forge Sales pretty much everywhere, all right? So please remember the rules, don't be shy, give your opinions, and you're allowed to take pictures and record videos, yeah? Thank you so much. Now, what if this is a year? What if this year your sales just skyrocket? What if all your barriers, all your thoughts, everything that you thought that was not good in your business, it just goes away? What if you break all your records? What if you fulfill every goal that you had? What if this is a year? Please think about it, because we are in a place where we are looking for that growth. And if we are open to find our results, we will always get there. Who am I? My name is Eric. I'm the founder of The Forge. We are a sales-driven marketing agency. Our goal is to help businesses optimize their sales offers and campaigns. So we do the sales side of the marketing. To start, we're going to give you a small introduction of all the contents that we're going to be looking at. At the beginning, we're going to be talking about customer service, so understanding your clients' needs and how to talk to your clients. Then we're going to go for the networking and connections, and then at the end, the sauce. So it's going to be the sales, the most important thing that we're all here for. I'm putting the content there because everyone is going to get it. Yeah, going to receive all the presentations and the slides. One question: if I speak like this, can everyone listen clearly? Yeah. Would that be better, right? I think so. Yeah, we can just turn this off. Yes, I don't like that, and it also gets my breathing, so it's not like, it doesn't feel natural, yeah? Great, so customer service 2.0. Yeah, I feel much better this way. What is customer service 2.0? When people think about customer service, they always think of a restaurant server, someone who's behind a counter, giving instructions or bringing a service or something like that. But actually, a customer service can be done by everyone. If you have your business, if you have a product that you're selling, if you ever talking to someone about your business, then you can do a better customer service, yeah? And what is it that I call customer service 2.0? So it's a customer service prepared to improve sales. How do we do this? By active listening, by understanding our clients, by giving the best answers to understand them better and to offer better as well. Yeah? So we're not talking about just more sales, it's about better sales as well. Things that we should avoid. So not having a friendly attitude, not knowing your products, and not knowing the company, this will hurt your company and your products in the short run. Yeah? Because people is not going to understand the value, they're not going to like it, and they're going to lose interest in it. Then if we go for the offering too much without asking, then it means that we don't understand what we're doing, and we're just over-offering. People will feel overwhelmed, and that's going to hurt us in the middle run, I would say. And then not doing a follow-up and not having a sales plan is not going to let us grow in the long run. Yeah. So if we want to grow, it's not only about making a sale today. It's about having constant selling plan that could help us bring more and more people all over the time. It's not just about one thing. It's about keep doing it constantly over the years. Yeah. And this is when we get to the customer service specialized in sales. Yeah. This is the key to commercial success. It's not only about being able to serve and to give what our customers ask for. It's being able to understand beyond what they're talking, beyond their needs, and offer them something extra they might not even know that they need it at the beginning. Yeah? So it's about active listening, it's about understanding, it's about building relationships. It's not only about selling. And then I want to get to a point where it's passive server or active server. And now we get to the fun part. Would somebody want to tell me, what do you think about when you hear passive server or active server? What is the difference? Would someone want to tell me that?
Passive server is somebody who does what they're told to do or answers the question they've been asked. An active server uses their own initiative.
Thank you so much.
To go over and beyond.
Thank you. You see, no one came at you. It's fun. It's good. We can all talk, yeah? Thank you. So yes, exactly true. A passive server is someone who just listens and gives, and the active server is actually listening and giving more than that. I'll give you a few examples. So this is actually something that happened to me. This is the first one is a real chat. It's translated. Of course, it was in Spanish. And this is actually something that happened to me, and I could not believe it. So last year, when we were doing the first event in Venezuela, I was reaching out to a company, to a printing company, and I asked them that I needed some flyers and some support materials for our conference. And I prepared a whole message, which is this. Hi, good evening. I'm Eric Saputo. Nice to meet you. I'm organizing a conference for entrepreneurs in the city in a couple weeks. We would like to print some flyers, maybe some other things for the conference. I would like to know how the process would be, and thank you. And you would not believe what the answer was. The answer was, good morning, how can we help? After all these things that I made, I already asked you what I needed, some more things. I asked about the process, how would it be? And I said that I have a big event coming up. And there is no other message after that. That's exactly what they did. I was actually expecting another message, and I waited 20 minutes. And actually, they answered 4 hours later. So we were talking about passive and active servers, right? I would say this one is a bit incompetent, to be honest. Yeah?
Some of them are automated, to be fair.
Yeah.
So.
It wasn't, yes. Good point. It was not automated. It was 4 hours later, and it was a person behind the counter.
It was originally in Spanish. Is that translated then?
This is the exact translation, the one on the left.
So it would originally say, Hola, buenos días, soy Eric Saputo, mucho gusto.
Exactly like that. That's exactly me. So yeah, this is not the people that, one, that we don't want in our business, and two, this is not the people that we want to be. And now I want you to think about, have you ever been in this position? Either have you asked a business and you give them all the information that you needed, and they give you an answer like this. Or, yes, chatbots do.
Always happens with chatbots.
Yes. So that's the problem that we have now. Maybe we need a more customized way of answering messages, and that's why sometimes automatizations are not too good, to be honest. They're good for some things, but not for too many. But having this message from a real person is just unacceptable a little bit, yeah? So then we move on to the passive customer service. of course, this is not real now. This is me giving you a sample message, yeah? So the same message, I'm organizing a conference for entrepreneurs. I would like to know the process. How would it be? And thank you. A passive server would say something like, good morning, nice to meet you. To start, we would need to know the size of the flyers, the amount you would need, and the printing process takes 2 to 3 days. Great. It's not bad. They're doing what they asked for, yeah? They're giving the information, they're giving the flyers, they're moving on with the process. That's good. So when it comes to sales-wise, I would say the first one, this one is not working. So the first one will get you like the sale, would say that sale will be £25, let's say, this one. But half of the time, they're not gonna close that sale because they're being really incompetent, to be honest. So half of the time, they're gonna lose that sale. This one, if they come up with that message, 100% of the time, they're gonna close it, £25. That's great, we like that. But then, let's look at the difference between the active customer service. Same question, I have an event, I'm doing this, I need the flyers, and I would like to know how the process is. An active server would say something like, good morning, Eric, nice to meet you. Maybe they put some emojis. It's part of the branding of how they speak to. It's more human. That's the way we speak in chats. We would need the size and amount for the flyers. Great. They're doing what they asked for. And then from our past experience, printing for similar events, they're showing the way they do things. They're showing they have experience in these. So they're actually positioning themselves as the best option for us. I can offer you some other products you might need. Great. And then I will send you a link with those products. Have a look at them and let me know. The printing process will take from 2 to 3 days. Great. So from this one, we have the possibilities of upselling this same thing. Maybe, I don't know, 100%, 50%. Maybe if they offer me some other things that I didn't even know, this will help you grow. So imagine yourself, if you do this slightly twist, this message could take you, what, 3 minutes maybe? It takes you the same amount of time that the passive server does. It's just the attitude. It's not only a chat, it's the way you speak to people. When people come up to you, they ask you for something, do you just give them what they ask for? Or do you offer something more? We're gonna keep having more examples of this throughout the workshop, but it's just to leave you thinking of, have you ever been in these positions where you give this information or where someone else gives you this position, yeah? Because sometimes it's not about selling and you don't want people to feel overwhelmed. It's about giving them what they might need as well. You know? They might not need that, they need more printing materials, but actually we needed it. And we didn't get them because they were so incompetent. It took us 2 days to do the purchase. It was so slow, the process. And I would have loved to get some more from them. So they lost a good client in there. And I don't want that to happen to you as well. And with these type of situations, when we give the people what they need, when they start learning that we can give them more, that we understand them, that we're actually building a relationship, this starts building trust in us, yeah? So being honest about our offer, what we do, we're not gonna be saying that it's gonna be yellow and then it's gonna be green. We need to be honest on what we do and how we offer. If it's gonna take 2 to 3 days, we say it's going to take 2 to 3 days. We cannot just say we're gonna have it ready for the evening, because then I'm gonna lose their trust, yep? And your body language, the way you speak, the way you, so if I was here speaking like this, and what would you think about this conference? Yeah, it makes a big difference, right? Our body language speaks a lot about us. Our knowledge and expertise, when we speak about our products, it makes a difference as well, the way we speak and the way we offer the things. And our past experience and testimonials help us build trust a lot because people trust us on that. When it comes to trust, I like to think about it in 3 types of trust. There is no order in them, yeah? It depends on your business. But I would say the first trust will be the company. So people trust the company that you're working for or that you have. The second trust will be the product that you're offering or your service. And the third one will be the person that is talking or offering the product, yeah? So they work together, the company, the product, and the person. Let's break it down. If you trust the company and the product, but you don't trust the person that is offering it to you, you lose interest. Because you like the company, you go there, but you're not well treated, you lose interest. If you like the person that is offering you the thing, and you like the product, and you know it's gonna solve your problems, but the company is doing some shady stuff behind, I don't know, they're killing animals, they're testing on rabbits, things that none of us like. They're burning down trees. You're going to lose trust. You're not going to keep buying from them. And what is the third one? If you trust the company and you trust the person, but the product you know is not going to solve your product, why would you bother? You know? So they three work together: company, person, and product. Yeah, it's really important. Now, to be able to do these things that we're talking about, to offer the right thing, we need to be able to understand our clients. We need to play an empathetic role to understanding, active listening, put ourselves in their shoes. Yeah? This will help us understand and offer the right service and product that could solve their problems. Yeah? It's not about selling something, it's about solving problems. And for that, we need to understand what is the main problem that they have and how can we create a solution specific for them to solve this specific problem. If we start doing all this stuff, if we start understanding our clients, if we start creating relationships in the long term, this will start creating loyalty. And what would loyalty do for you? It's going to help you keep getting customers in the future because they wouldn't care if there is a new competitor around the corner because they're already loyal to you. They trust you, they like you, they know you deliver, and they like the way you do things. So why would they go somewhere else if they got everything they need with you? So loyalty is something that we want to create for the future. This is what we all want. We want loyal friends and customers in our business. So this is our main goal for the future. Happy customer is a customer that returns, shares your job, and defends you. You know, if they trust you, if they know that your product is good, and someone else says something about it, they're going to say, look, I've been with them for years. They're not that type of person. They're not like that, like you're saying. I trust them. Yeah? These are the people that we want. And of course, be an expert of what you sell and share it with passion. Have you ever had a friend that when they speak about their products or their business or something new that they're doing, and they speak with so much passion that you just want to listen more? You just want to be with them. You just want to support them. You just want to just share what they do. You know? Isn't that? Have you ever had that type of friend? Yeah? And the reason of why this happens is when you speak with passion, that generates something understandable, like not understandable in our minds, which is called emotions. Yeah? People don't buy from facts. People buy from emotions, and that's what we want to create. When you speak from your heart, when you speak with passion about something, it's game-changing. People would just start following you, people would start listening, people would want to be there for you. And that's what we want to get. In my past jobs as a salesperson, I've had some good products and some products that I didn't really believe in. The ones that I didn't really like, and I had to sell them, it didn't feel right for me to say, this is the best pen, this is the best thing for you. And I knew deep down it wasn't. So it's just not the same feeling when I'm sharing it, when I'm giving it to someone else. It just doesn't feel right. But when I know this service will change your life, and I know it for a fact that this is great, then it's game-changing because people understand, people feel it. It's just, you cannot see it, you cannot understand it, it's just feel it. They feel it. And that's something that we want to get. When we speak about ourselves, about our services, our products, we want to share it with passion. This is your passion, this is what you love doing. So you have to share it the same way. And for the long term, we want to really build long-lasting relationships, not only with clients that they're buying from you constantly and creating loyalty, but actually creating friends. I hope that from this beginning, I start becoming friends with you and start creating different stuff in the future, like I was with Adam, and he's helping me now here to do this kind of stuff. It's not only about doing business together, it's about being friends, being there for others, and creating proper, real, long-lasting relationships. Because, let's be honest, to be an entrepreneur or to create your own business, sometimes, and I say sometimes, but it's most of the time, it can be lonely. It's hard. And I believe most of you have been there. We've been there. And when it's lonely, when you're sad, when you don't have the motivation to keep going on, it's really easy to just give up. It's really easy to just leave it for later, you know? So to create business and to grow yourself, you need to be surrounded by people that is supporting you, that want to be there for you, that want to share their opinions, and they are able to give you their honest feedback and tell you, look, you're doing this wrong. But I'm saying it because I really like you and I really want you to grow and do things better. Yeah? And now for that, we're going to start getting to the connections and networking. So networking events are a great place to make friends. And I've been to them a long time before, and I started going to many of them these last 4 weeks to promote the event. And I found it really interesting, and I had so much fun, and I met so many people. Yes, I was trying to promote this event, yes, but the main reason that I was there is to start building relationships and to meet friends, to start building those long-lasting relationships. I connected with a lot of people, and I met some incredible people. Some of you are here from networking events, so I'm happy because of that. It was like our main source of getting people to the event, so I'm really happy because of that. Even though they are not mostly for selling, it's a good place for sharing your work in your events. I wouldn't sell products or services through networking events. Maybe it might be the starting point, but I wouldn't say it would be good for go to networking events and just proper sell, because it's just not the reason of them. Yeah, that's not the way they work. People go to networking events to create meaningful connections, to meet new friends, and to be surrounded by people where they can learn from. Yeah, that's the main goal of them. It's like my dad said. Like my dad said, it's not only what you know, but who you know. Yeah, my dad was a really known person in the city where we lived when I was young, and I was always working with him since I was young. And we were always doing so many stuff in the day. We were working all over the city, doing things, and there was always going to come to a point where my dad stopped and talked to someone. And I was like, Dad, we got so many things to do. There's a list. We have to do this and that. We only have 2 hours. It's just, we don't have enough time. Please, let's go. And he said, like, yeah, just give me 2 minutes. Let me just finish talking here. And then 5 minutes after, we'll start talking to someone else. And I said, like, but why? We are wasting our time here. They're not even that interesting, you know? Like, why? Why 20 minutes talking to someone in the streets? He was like, he always told me that connections and knowing people, it's important. And then I started realizing, why? Because when he needed to sell something, when he was doing a new company, when he was creating something new, he knew who to call. He knew who to reach to. And people knew him. When people wanted to do something, like an event like this, or something that they knew my dad, Roberto, he would have the right tools to do it, they would call him because they already know him, they trust him, they know he's reliable, and of course, he knows everyone. So he can bring crowds of people as well. Yeah, so that's something important. I was recognized because we look each other, we look like the same. So I was always, oh, you're Roberto's son, right? And I was like, yes, a bit overwhelming. But it's good to be known because then people trust you as well. This will create something like that. And also, think about the possibilities. If we join forces, if you refer each other maybe, if we create something like this, if you build events together like this, I wouldn't be able to do this alone. Unless I have a really big team and my business is really, really big. But most of the time, we create things like this and we grow because we join forces. Like with Adam, with the video and all the support that he's doing at the moment. With Nate, that he helped us design and gave us some feedback when it comes to the leaflet marketing that we were trying to do for our flyer, yeah? So we had some help with Alba that is helping me with all the designs and the stuff. My friend from Venezuela who's helping me edit all the videos. I wouldn't be able to do this alone. So yeah, so what if we join forces and we create bigger things together? That's what networking events are for, and this is what we're here. And now, some of the tips and tricks that I learned from networking events. I wanted to share them with you. I've been going to many of them. I have been studying how they work, because of course, I wanted to add that networking view to my event as well. So I was learning from them. What's good from a networking event? What's wrong? How do you jump in a conversation? How do you introduce yourself? What is the bad things to do and the worst things that you shouldn't do, really? So I come up with some do's and don'ts that I'm going to be sharing with you. So please do ask good questions. It's not just about what do you do or what's your name or something like that. Ask something like, who is the most interesting person that you've ever met in networking events? Is this your first time here? So how many networking events do you go usually? Or what is the best thing that ever happened to you in a networking event? Or did you enjoy the conference? What did you think about the things that he was speaking to? Or do you really like Eric? I don't know, he seems like... You see, this kind of question can break the ice and it can start creating better conversations instead of just, what do you do? You know, because then, okay, yes, I do this, and then it just finishes. That's something that we don't want. We're going to keep the conversation going. So then, aim to build relationships and real connections. So yes, don't just come to these places just to try to sell your stuff. Yes, that would be great if they are interested. But the main reason here is to build real relationships, and that's what we all want, to make friends. Be LinkedIn ready. So LinkedIn is the main platform that everyone uses on networking events. They want to connect with you. LinkedIn is really good for people and for businesses to connect. So LinkedIn, when you go to the search bar, it has a QR code, so you just show it to people and then just scan it in real quick. It's an easier way. Even, there was a day that I found a lady, she had a hanging thing, and she flipped it, and it had a QR code. She didn't even have to take her phone out. She just scanned my code and connect with me in LinkedIn. That was amazing. I said wow, that's really interesting. I really like that. Then get your business cards that will stand from the crowd. This is something really important that I believe. The first impression, it's really important. So when I did my first business card, I'm going to be changing them soon, but you have to try to create something that stands out from the crowd. So this one is really thick. It has some good things. You have them all in your things, yeah? It has a QR code behind with all your information, so it has a proper call to action. So it really makes you stand from the crowd than just a simple business cards. I like yours. They're really good as well. They're really nice. Yes. So that's something. So you're going to be giving out your business cards. You're going to be connecting to people. Yeah, and the most important thing as well, a winner attitude. No one wants to be friends of a loser. I wanted to say, but, no one wants to be a loser either, you know. But it's good to be happy, to have a good attitude, to be open-minded, to just go and talk, to not feel ashamed of what you're doing, because everyone is here for the same. Yeah, don't be afraid of that, and dress accordingly. And this, it's a bit different for everyone. I'm not saying you have to dress with a blazer all the time. I'm just saying you have to dress accordingly to you. So for me, I'm a salesperson, I'm a business person, and I want to show that to people. So I should be dressing accordingly to what I want people to think of me. You know, if you have maybe a video camera, a video services, or you offer photo, or you have your own branding in your business, and that's the way you dress, be you. Like Simply Creative, they always bring their stuff. That doesn't mean they have to wear a blazer. They are dressing accordingly to what they want to show others. Yeah, but think about that. It's not about, oh, I'm going to dress well so people see me well. No, it's about who you are and what you want to give to people and what you want them to see you from, yeah? Your attitude. So dress accordingly, yeah? And now the don'ts. Don't be a sales shark. And I have really bad experience with a sales shark. So the very first networking event that I went with a friend. And he's a sales shark. He was just going to everyone and hey, yeah, this is my business card, buy from me. I hope you enjoy my services. Look, oh, what do you do? This, oh, I can give you services for me. Yeah, yes, I'm really good. And I was really overwhelmed. And that's not the only bad part. He was telling me, go do some stuff. And when I started talking to someone and starting proper talking and doing a connection, he would come up and say, oh, what do you do? Eric is really good at sales. He can help you. Eric, give him the card. And I was like, wow, no, just wait. And then we tried to split up. Look, you go there, I'll go here. Yeah, good, perfect. Let me be alone for a minute so I can understand how it works, so I can learn from my mistakes, and then keep growing, doing my game. Let me do my game. He went there, I went here. 2 minutes later, he came back. Oh, did you give it? And I was like, this is not the reason. This is not. So my first networking event, it was a mess. I didn't enjoy it a lot. So it's about that, and people feel that. Every time he did that, people felt he was a shark. He was just there for the sale, for the sale. And it just doesn't feel well at all. So don't interrupt others. So of course, everyone wants to talk about themselves. That's why we're here, yeah? To share with others, to share what we do, to connect. But it's active listening. It's about sharing opinions. It's about getting some. It's about learning from the others. Like, yes, don't interrupt. Don't just talk about yourself. No one likes that. I mean, of course, we all love to talk about ourselves, but it's a conversation. So we share, we give something. Maybe it's something interesting. If they keep asking, we keep talking. But the thing is, talk and ask questions as well, yeah? Then don't try to sell everyone, even if they're not interested. So I've seen that same day, I would see that even people that was not interested in what my friend was doing, he would still say, look, I'll give you a card. I can help you whenever you need it or something like that. So he was even trying to sell when people already said, I'm not interested. And he was still trying to sell and sell and sell. So that doesn't, don't worry, things happen. Don't worry. So yeah, it's just all about that. I mean, if you know the person is not interested in what you do, don't just push it. Maybe try to connect, maybe not. Maybe you can feel it, And don't be afraid to jump in a conversation. And even I found out I would say I'm not an introvert. I used to be an introvert when I was young. I would say more like I'm starting to be more extroverted. And I like talking to people, and I like networking events. And now I'm starting to feel more comfortable. But at the beginning, it was really difficult to just come in a conversation and start talking to someone. It's not easy. It feels a bit hard. It feels a bit rough at the beginning because you don't know how to start. You don't know how to go there. But the real thing is, everyone is in the same place. They don't know how to just jump in and start a conversation. So at the same time, everyone is just open. And when they see you trying to jump in a conversation, most of the time they're going to say, oh, hi. Well, welcome in. And they're going to ask you what you do, and they're going to start talking to you. One good tip that I learned from one of my networking buddies, it's great. So when you see groups of 2, they're probably having a meaningful conversation. When you see groups of 4, it's usually 2 and 2 having a conversation. If you see groups of 3, it's usually 2 people having a conversation and a third people maybe listening. So if you join to the group of 3, you're probably going to split up 2 by 2 again. So that would be like the best teams that you can just join and have a better conversation. I learned and I said like, wow, it worked for me a couple times, so it's good. Yeah, it's just some tricks that I learned, yeah? And now, we're starting to come to the end of the first half. I wanted to talk about the sponsors, these friends that helped us build what we're looking at today. I'm really grateful with you. The first one is Nate. He runs a leaflet marketing business. He's one of the biggest one in the area, if not the biggest. Yeah. They help you design and create leaflets to reach out more people. And 8 in 10 neighbors would prefer to shop local. So let doorstep promotions help them find you. Yeah. They get local customers to your door. Yeah. If you're trying to expand your business around the city by leaflet marketing, he's the guy. He's really good at it. Yeah. And of course, Influence Production, my friend Adam helping us with all the video. He helped us with the commercial videos that we've been doing as well. For the social media, he also can do podcasts and all commercial videos, corporate videos, advertising videos, and everything you need. They're great as well. They specialize in crafting captivating visual stories that influence global audiences. Yeah. And before we go on break, I wanted to share with you a phrase that I found a couple months ago that really clicked in me. What luck really means. I never liked the word luck. People always wish luck, or they said that I was so lucky just because sometimes things just happen to me, or because I got good things, or I got good results. And I never felt identified with that. I actually don't. I didn't wish people luck. I wish them success. That's something that I do. But then I found out this phrase from a philosopher called Seneca. He says that luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. And then it clicked. I understood that luck don't just happen to you. You make it happen. You go and search your luck. You redefine whatever is luck for you. So it's that point where your preparation throughout the years and all the opportunities, you are able to see them now. Because if you have all the opportunities, but you're not prepared for them, you'll never get there. And if you keep going, but you never look in and you never see the opportunities, then they never meet. And that point, when everything starts going well, is when people call you lucky, you know? And people outside, they might say that you and I are lucky to be here. But only you and I know all the things that we've been through, all the decisions that we've made, to be able to be here today. And that's what I call luck. Yeah. Thank you so much. We're going to be going on break now. Really hope you liked it. We're going to have around 25, 30 minutes. We have some pastries, you have some waters, you also have some Cokes. If you'd like to come up over here, we have a board. It says, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Yeah? So you feel free to come and give your opinions, to give your thoughts. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? What would you do if there were no barriers, no money barriers? What is your dream? What would you do? Yeah, without being afraid. Great. Thank you so much. All right, so thank you so much, everyone. We're going to be back now. The moment everyone's been waiting for, the most important thing why everyone's here, sales. This is the most important thing that we're going to be talking about today. It's going to be all techniques and strategies, a little bit of things that you might know. So we're going to be refreshing some other things. So we're going to go from more simple to more complex on the things that we can learn to grow our businesses. Yes? So, how to generate more sales? And it's not only about more sales, but more and better sales. What do I mean about better sales? So, it's increasing the conversion ratio for each client that you have. It's not only about doing the basic sale as a passive server. We know now that we should be an active server, offering better things and more things, so we can be able to upgrade every sale. So with these techniques, we're not going to be able to just close more sales, but also increase every conversion ratio that we get. It can be for our services, for our products, for our stores, for everything that we do. Yes? By that, we should be able to offer the right solution, that the client is always right, is one of the most untrue saying that I ever heard. The clients are never right. They just don't know what they want. So that's our job, to help them understand what they really need and what they really want. The customer is never right. So let's just get it over it. Yes? We need to help them and guide them get to where they really want or need to be. For that, one important thing that we must do is to find our advantage. Why are we different? Why can we differentiate from our competitors, and why the clients should prefer us instead of them? It can be just because you're more friendly. It can be because you do things in a different way. It's because you're green. It's because you like the forests. It's because anything that makes you different that can bring a potential advantage to your product or service should be there. But then I see many web pages or social media or people offering their services, and they go the same way. I do this, and this is how I do it. But where is your advantage? What makes you unique? Why should I choose you instead of them? So when I start talking to the entrepreneurs and I start hearing their stories and I see the main reason, their purpose, and I say, wow, this is so hurtful. But then I see their web pages and it's just plain. There is no mind, there is no emotions, there is no feelings, there is nothing. So we need to find a way to transmit our emotions in our social media, when we speak about our products, when we share it, when we're trying to sell to people. So what do you sell? And why should I choose you instead? What makes us different? It's not just because our product is better. Everyone's product is better, right? Like, that's not a great differentiator, right? So let's find out the right word to express how and why you differentiate from your competitors. And let's try to find a way to display it, to show it, to mention it. So we do conferences, but the main reason why our concept is different it's because we do a concept that is called Learn, Connect, and Sell. It's not just a workshop, it's not just a networking event, it's a concept that creates all together. So it's a place where you can learn the techniques that you need for growth. You can connect with the right people, and you can also start selling more in your business. That's what makes us unique. So we have a combination of different things that is difficult to find in the market at the moment. What can you do for your business that can help you differentiate and create a competitive advantage? And with that, I want to talk about high-ticket offers. I don't know if many of you have heard of them, but it's basically different ways to provide more value to your customers. This, most of the time, it's just basically the same thing that you are offering. It's exactly the same. It's just the different way you display it, the different way you show it, the different way that you are trying to bring people in that makes a proper difference. So for this checklist, we're going to try to offer guaranteed results. The perceived value has to be higher than the price that we're offering. So for the high ticket offers, we want to give something so good, so big, so whole, that people think it's worth it. I can see it's a high price, but I'm pretty sure it's worth it. So that's what we want to create. It has to be, for the high tickets offer, they have to be specific for a specific target. So for that, we need to understand who is our client, what do they need, and what problems do they have. And with this, we're going to find a specific solution to solve their specific problem. Now, to do it by doing all this stuff that we've been talking, creating loyalty, being good with clients, understanding them, we're going to start creating our brand reputation. This can be through social media, this can be by you, the things that you do, the way you expose yourself. This will slowly start creating your reputation, and it has to also be clear and precise. So when people see this offer, they need to understand exactly what you're solving and how you're solving it, the time, the guaranteed results, everything. It has to be precise and specific. I'll give you an example, and the example is going to be, the sample product will be high ticket offers, yes? So we've got on the left, high ticket offer creation service, that's our product. How are we going to offer it? The regular offer will be something like, we will help you create high ticket offers to deliver more value to your customers and therefore increase sales. That's good. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to help you create a high-ticket offer for your business. And this is our offer. This is what we're offering. This is what we put on our social media, on our webpage. We're going to help you create better high-ticket offers. This is a regular offer. Now, would you pay £300 for something like this? No, right? I mean, it doesn't seem like something that could help you a lot. Just help you create high-ticket offers, deliver more value. I don't know. But now, when we go to the high-ticket offers, let's see the sample. Done-for-you service that includes market analysis, offer packaging, pricing strategy, sales funnel creation, copywriting, full launch plan with ongoing support, plus guaranteed results in 3 months, or you get your money back. Can you see the difference, right? Now, if you are creating your product, if you're creating something new, if you are expanding, if you are creating a new business, if you are doing a new franchise, if you're doing something new, you want to do things good, would you pay $600 for the other one? Maybe not everyone, but it seems an easy yes, right? It seems easier. And you know what? They both might be exactly the same service. Because when you're creating a high-ticket offer, they should have this. If you do it properly, they should have all that. They should have an offer packaging, they should analyze the market. All these things should be included. So it's not only what we do, it's how we package it. This is what we call packaging, offer packaging. Yeah? The way we display our offers, the way that we display what we do makes a difference. So it's a high-ticket offer because we're trying to bring more value, and not all the time you need to give more. It's just to make it easier for people to understand what you're doing. And that's the magic of the high-ticket offers. You were willing to pay double the money for the same thing just because it was clearer, simpler, and you can see the results. Yeah? I think that the main reason of this, it just feels simpler. It just seems easy to understand what we're trying to give, what we're trying to offer. When we're doing a service, it's difficult to package everything we do, and this helps a lot and gives us an advantage over others. Let's go back. And now we go with one of the first strategies that I really like. There are two of them. The first one is upsell. Yeah? Have anyone heard of upsells? Great, perfect, great. So we're going to be refreshing a little bit, yeah? The most simple example that I could give you, it's like a burger, yeah? So a simple burger, just like that, but there is always something extra that we could offer to increase the value of that same product. Maybe extra cheese, an extra patty, extra bacon, something else. So think about all the things that you're doing at the moment. If you're offering a service or a product, is there a way that when the customer is ready to pay, or right before they're ready to pay, can you offer something extra? Can you offer something else that could help you increase the value of that same offer, of that same thing? So these small tweaks, most of the time, can help you increase percentage of the sales, maybe 20%, 25% of the sale, of some of the sales that if we continually doing that in the future, that could help us increase our sales overall. And then comes the brother, cross-sell. Yeah, this is the way to combo your offer. And I love this one because it's just playful. Depending on what they ask, you offer something that goes together with it. Yeah, to cross-sell, we can offer complementary products that usually work out better together. Yeah, if you example the burger, to cross-sell, you could offer fries, you could offer a milkshake, you could offer nuggets. It doesn't have to be them coming to you, I want a burger, and then you cross-sell something else. Doesn't necessarily. Could be good to show it and tell them, look, if you're having the burger alone, why don't you get a drink as well? Or would you like to get a drink as well? You know? Or you can just put it on your menu, combo it. So there's the burger alone, there is the burger with the drink. Yeah? Saving with this one because you are doing the combo, so they feel like they're saving and they're getting more stuff. But for you, you are increasing every sale because you are comboing your products. Yeah, for an electronic store, might be the case for the phone. For a travel agency, maybe the discounting hotel. It can be the traveling. It can be the traveling from the airport or to the airport. It can be a renting car when you get there, so you can offer all these things together. It's not the same product, so when they ask for something, look, if you're already traveling to Dubai, well, why not get in a car when you get there, you know? So all these things, they might say, no, thank you, I already have a car there. Or they might say, wow, thank you, I didn't think about it. I've never been to Dubai. I don't really know how to get a cab there. I don't even speak Arab. I don't know. So that would be a good idea to just offer things that they didn't even know they might need. You know more about it. They don't know nothing. This might be their first time asking for these type of products. They don't really know what comes after. So it's your job to understand and decipher what they really need and help them get there easier. They're gonna remember and say, wow, the server helped me a lot. I wouldn't do it without his help. You know? And that's what we want to get to. It's not about pushing the sale and offering and overselling. It's about giving more than what they expect. And with this, now that we're talking a lot about food, I hope you had your pastries. I hope you're not hungry. I wanted to share with you a metaphor. I call it the restaurant strategy. Yeah. I heard this story a long time ago. I don't know how true it is, but I really like the idea. So it says that when you go to a restaurant the first time, when you go to this luxury restaurant for the first time, they put a napkin on your table of color blue. And that means that this is your first time in the restaurant. So the servers understand that this is your first time. You don't know the menu, you don't know the food, you don't know the company, you don't know any of us, and they treat you different. They welcome you in a different way. They understand that you don't know. They leave you more time to think. They ask you the proper questions. They are there for you to understand all the problems that you might have. You know? When you come for the second time, they give you a different color napkin. That means that this person has been here before. So this person might know the menu, might not need too much help. They trust us already, so they're coming back. Oh, I forgot as well. On the first one, they give you a discount at the end, so you come back. So when you come on the second one, they know already that you've been here. They trust you, you know? So they treat you different. Yeah? The goal is to keep you coming back. So after the fourth or fifth time that you come back, you get a different type of napkin. This means that this person probably knows the name of some of the servers. The servers should know his name because he's been here more than 5 times. He's treated like family. He's treated totally different than the others. They know, they probably get a special, they probably know what they want. They know them, they treat them, they greet him in a different way. This is something that we might be able to create for ourselves. You know, people like to be remembered. When they come to your store and they are called by their name, they feel welcome, like if it's their house, it just feels different. For me, I can just feel it. I like this place because I feel welcomed. They remember me, they know me, and I feel like I'm a friend. You know? So how can we create a way for our business, for our product, for our stores, to feel people welcome, to understand them? This is the first time, they don't know, let me help them. This is your second time, do you want the same that you had before? Do you want something different? How was it? Give me some feedback. How can we help you better now? And then when they start coming and coming and coming, treat them like they want to. They want to be treated like family. They've been here more than 5 times. Why are you treating them like the others? Why are you offering the same things over and over again? Not every client deserves the same treat. Yeah? This is what I want to try to explain with the restaurant strategy. Now, we have different channels. When I come to channels, I want to say like it can be social media channel, it can be your website channel, it can be the hallway channel. So this is basically the places that people take to reach you. That's what I mean by channels. So it can be through social media, it can be in a physical store. How do people reach out to you and how do they find you? We need to understand because not every business, none business has only one channel that they can be reached out to. They can be found maybe in a store, can be found in an office, it can be found in networking events, it can be found in social media. So we need to think about all these different channels that you can be found out and they can see you. Because everything we do, everything we offer, everything we create for our clients has to be specific for every type of channel. Because the way I create a content or I create a video for social media, for Instagram, is not the same way I'm going to speak to you in a networking event. And it's not the same process and it's not the same journey that everyone takes. So from the video in social media, they go to your profile, they might go to your website, they might see what you do. In a networking event, they might connect to you on LinkedIn, and then you do a one-to-one with them, and there is a different process. If you sell a product, it's totally different. If you have a store, people just walk by and they see you, okay, good, and then they just come in, or they see you on social media and they say, oh, I want to go to that coffee, and they go to the coffee. So these all channels, they all work together differently. So we need to understand all the different journeys that our customers take to reach us. And that is what we call the customer journey. Yeah? All the customer journeys are different, but we all could have different types of customer journeys in our business. And we need to understand how they all behave in all these different journeys that we create. The idea is we need to plan our strategy, we need to identify the journey that our customer does, and this can be both for a digital store and for a physical store. So we prepared to create awareness, interaction, or offer something and offer something always in the right place. So if I'm trying to create awareness, if I want people to see us and understand what we do, there is a moment to create awareness. There is a moment to create interactions, and there is a moment to create an offer. If I try to sell you in the wrong place, it's not going to work. So for example, a networking event, it's a place for awareness and interactions. So you want people to see you, to see what you do, and to understand what are your offers and what things do you do. It's not a place to sell. Yeah? When you are creating content in social media, or you want to create an ad, that's a place to create awareness and interactions. It's not easy to sell straight away from the ads. So you need to create that journey to take them from awareness to interaction. Our goal is to guide them from point A to point B. So that will be from a place that they don't know who we are to the place that they know what we do, they are interested, they have interacted, and they want to take our solution. That's our goal, to take them from that journey. And this is what we call a sales funnel. Yeah? I'm going to make it as simple as possible. Yeah? We want to create awareness, turn that into interaction, that then can be conversion. In the simplest way, social media, let's say Instagram. I'm creating one ad. Yes? I create an ad, I give out the information that I want to give, I generate awareness, and then I turn that into interaction. What could be the interaction? It can be a comment, it can be visit our profile, it can be visit our website, and in there, they're going to find the rest of the information that they need to be able to convert, to decide. You know? We want to give them all the information in the interaction side to make it easier for them the decision to buy from us. And then in the conversion side, we need to have a clear offer, we need to have it there for them, we need to show it at the beginning because we are trying to find this journey, you know? So they go to the post, they're interested, we generate awareness, great. They click on the thing, they go to our website. where we have the more information that it's going to help us convert. And then we're going to make things easier for them so they can just buy straight away. If we try to keep generating awareness where we should be generating sales, where they're going to be just scrolling and scrolling and never be able to find the buy button. Yeah? So we need to be able to understand that awareness goes first, then interaction, and then conversion. It's the process, of course. For a product, for a service, it all changes. It might be a contact form, it might be a buy product, it might be a visit our store, everything. But the idea is to follow the steps for each one of them. Now, we're going to go for the physical stores first, a checklist. So when people come into your store, what things do you need to make this experience unforgettable? Great. We need courtesy. So we need to be a good person that is over there smiling with a good attitude. Our body language says a lot. Have you ever been to a place and the person in the counter is just like, what do you want? What do you need? Yeah. So we need to avoid that. If you see someone coming up, it's not like you're going to be just shining and screaming, hello, hi, how are you doing? But it's a balance, you know? It's a balance, and you need to be able to show your body language in a good way, to share your emotions and to make connections with the others, yeah? The environment of the physical store should be the same thing that we're talking. Our branding, our body language, everything has to be connected. Your attitude, and then simple and precise information. I don't know why, but here in the UK, when you go to places, they like to give a lot of information. Like restaurants, they have 7 pages menus with lists and lists and lists. It's not a clear information. It's really difficult to decide. It's not easy. But what if we had 10 really good products, 10 really good ones? We just put it there. It's going to be easier, simpler for people. They're going to decide faster. It's less work for you. Of course, you should start expanding and creating more stuff. But the simpler it is, the better. Every person that walks through the door, it's an opportunity for a good sale. So we're talking now that every person that walks in has the same opportunity of buying, of upselling, of cross-selling, everyone. So we need to take every person that comes in as an opportunity. And the same thing, if they're coming out of the store, every person that comes by, it's an opportunity for you to create interactions, you know? So how do you create better awareness in the outside of your store? How do you create a better interaction in the inside? And then how do you convert those interactions into better sales? Yeah. It's all connected, yes?
What would you suggest be the best way to identify time wasters? Because you do get those.
The what, sorry?
Time wasters.
Time wasters.
Time wasters. People who come in, they'll look about, but then they walk back out and don't buy.
So it will be,
Can I jump in on that?
yeah, sure.
It's very difficult to say. I understand what you mean by time wasters, but you are building a reputation. So even if that person isn't buying from you, they will then talk about you, positively or negatively, depending on how you treated them. So I think, yeah, strike a balance. That's what I would do. You know, give them the relevant information. Be courteous, be professional. And if you get the hint that they're not buying, then just say, you know, this is where to find out more information or something. To
So-
save yourself the time.
Yeah, so that's what I was getting at actually.
Yeah.
It's saving the time, because obviously you want to identify if someone's going to buy or not
Yeah.
fairly quickly. Because I mean, I expect if you try and sell someone who doesn't want to buy, that's going to have a negative impact. So
Yeah.
how would you say it's the best way to actually identify that quickly without probing?
Yeah. You want to go? Or, yeah, we go.
I'd say maybe like give them the green light, say okay, here's the like you said, feel free to here's some information, and just give them the green light, saying here, feel free to have a look around, see what you can find. Yeah, but then of course like find a balance and stay not too close to them, but stay like quite near them and divert your attention somewhere else, just so they can know your presence is there, but you're not like breathing over their shoulder and just help out another customer who's maybe nearby. But just let them know, just have your presence there, maybe like 2 meters away, just so just so they know that if they do have a question or if they find something that they need, they know you're there.
Great. Thank you so much for your feedback, yeah?
I think
And
the danger point is to write someone off.
Yeah.
Because they're not ready to buy at that moment. They may
Yes.
be thinking about buying later on.
Yeah.
They may be looking on behalf of someone else. They might have just stopped in and thought, oh, this is a nice idea. I don't have the budget for this now, but I'm just going to
I
have
might
a
need
quick
some
look,
information, yeah.
right? And then come back later. So, yes.
I would say
my
my answer would be like, get your own feedback. There's no way to know right away, but the more you are into the business that you're doing, the more you can sense from people what are they really looking for. So I would say like, there is the same way you treat your customer from the beginning, there is a journey. There are things you say at every step of the journey to keep learning and building rapport, yeah, to understand what's going on, if they're really interested or not. And then you see in which point they lose interest, in which point they leave, in which point they really buy, so in which point it's really good to offer something. And depending on what you say and the way they react, it would be a good way for you to understand if they're really wasting your time or not. And then don't continue with the full journey, but leave them, this is the whole information. If you want to have a look, let me know. If you need some more help, I'm here to help. But you cannot do the full journey for everyone and send out all your specifications and have a one-to-one and do all the stuff if you know it's not going there. So it's about understanding your own process, I would say. Great, thank you for the feedback, yeah?
And maybe even understanding your ideal customer. So
Yeah.
the customer that you are willing to make that extra effort for to
Totally.
try and get them over the line.
Yeah,
For me, as a tutor, for example, if someone comes in February for this year's GCSEs, I'm not going to make much of an effort.
Yeah.
If they want my services, great. If they don't, fine.
yeah, totally.
You know, but if there's someone who comes in much earlier,
They have
like,
the proper time to do the full process.
Year
Yeah.
5 child, then yes, I will spend a little bit more time because the potential reward is greater.
Totally, yeah, that's great. All right, so we continue. And now the other way, digital channels. So how can we create this same journey for our digital channels, yeah? Some of us, even if you have a physical store, you still have a digital channel, which might be your social medias, it might be your website, yeah? And even if you have a website and you have your online store, there are different ways that they can reach you in a physical way, yeah? So the checklist for the digital channels might be landing page or profile optimize. Something that I see a lot is that they have their website optimized with a good slogan, with all the information that they need, with your services, about us, and it's really organized in a good way, because websites are made to be organized that way. And when people go to a website, they expect to have all the information they need. But when you go to the social media, you just see a plain biography saying this is what I do. You see a profile photo that doesn't say much. You see no highlights. You see no pin posts. So it's like, this is your profile. This is your landing page. If people follow you on Instagram, you are expecting them to go to your profile. So why not optimize your social media profiles in a way that people, when they come into your social medias, they understand everything that you do, how you do it, your advantages, your services in a different way, and create that as an interaction point. So if you were to change your Instagram profile or your LinkedIn profile to make it interactive in a way that you want to turn that awareness into interaction there that could help you sell in the future, then you need to change things around and think about it more like a web page, like a website. Yeah? The offer always has to be present. The branding in place. So sometimes you go to a store and you see all the colors and all the stuff and it's good, and then you go to the social media and it's something totally different. All these channels, they need to be connected. Your social media, your Instagram should be similar to your website, and your website should be similar to your store. They are all connected. When people go to your store, then they might go to your website. They want to follow you. They want to see what you do, what you're up to, all your updates. So they expect the same feelings, the same emotions from your website and your profile than the same that they feel when they're talking to you. You know? You should show your purpose and your results, not only what you do. You know, it's not, I do sales or marketing. It's the way we do it. It's our purpose. It's our way of doing things. that make the difference, you know? And it's not only me telling you this now. It's about when you go to my social media or to my website, that you feel the same words that I'm saying at this moment. And that's what we want to try to do. If you meet someone on a networking event, when they visit your profile, they expect to be the same. They expect to see the same energy. They expect to see the same person that you talk to. Because so many times we see energetic persons and they're so happy and they bring out this great attitude. And then you go to the social media and it's just plain text. Or it's plain. Or you send them a message and it's just plain. So it's not the same feeling when you're talking to them and when you're just chatting with them. So we need to try to create a balance within all these channels to bring them all together. And now we go for the nonverbal communications. It's not only what we say, but also how we say it. Because if I was speaking this way for the whole conference and you were just listening to me like this, would it just be the same? And if I just don't say anything, right? So the way we speak, the way our attitude, the way I'm trying to make you laugh, and the way I talk and I express myself makes a difference. Because it makes you want to trust more a person that is giving out this information in a different way, and it doesn't make you fall asleep, then I'm doing a great job. But if a person comes here and it's just so plain, it just makes a difference, right? Or if I was just like with my hands in my pockets or something like that. So it's not only what we say, it's the way we say it, right? And then I want to say that it's just not a text. It's more than a text, yes? When we're chatting, when we're speaking with people, I know there are rules for email. I know academic writing. I understand it. And we should be formal, and we should be, we should be good people when we speak, when we are trying to chat. But we should also be ourselves, right? I mean, my brand boys, my brand boys when I'm texting with any of you, have you ever seen a smiley face? Have you ever seen a rocket when I'm speaking with you? So that's the way I speak. Not because I'm sending an email doesn't mean that I cannot put an emoji. It doesn't mean that I cannot put a rocket. If that's how the Forge speaks, that's how I speak, because the Forge is basically me. It's my passion, and I reflect that. Why not put in emojis? Why not sending voice notes? Why not being yourselves when you are doing a chat? You know, some people, it's just like I was saying, they are so energetic, and then when they chat, they just like, hello, hi. It's just you can just feel it. You can understand it. Of course, I'm not just gonna say, hi, nice to meet you, American. I'm gonna put 5 hearts and 10 emojis. You know, there has to be a balance, but something that it's you. So find your voice. Find yourself, not only when you're talking to people, but also when you are chatting, yeah? It can be emojis, images, voice notes, whatever you feel more comfortable with. And it's more than words as well. It's our body language or our voice tone. Have you ever spoke with people that speak like this? And it's really difficult to understand them?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I know some of us are shy. I used to be really shy. And I find it difficult sometimes to just speak loud because I feel like people they think that I'm shouting. But it's the way we speak. If we want to be heard, if we want people to understand us, we need to have a reasonable voice tone. Yeah? We need to be confident in what we are giving. We need to be confident in what we are offering, the things that we're doing. Confidence is really, really important as well. Because if you're offering a product, maybe people don't understand or they don't trust you enough. Smile, active listening is really important as well, because we need to understand other people. Yeah? Don't worry, it's totally fine.
It feels awful to leave in the middle.
The best part, right?
Duty calls.
Yeah, really thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone. Bye, see you soon. Bye. And again, the dress code. It's the way we dress. People also expect different things from you. It's not that it's just going to be the most important thing, but it transmits emotions as well. It's really important. Yeah? So now, loyalty and follow-up. We want to create things that last for forever or maybe for long. And for that, we need to create loyalty and to have people coming back to us. And I like to say that it's easier to sell someone that has already bought from you, but it's not only easier, it's cheaper as well. It takes you less time, it takes you less effort, because they know you, they might even know what they want, they just come at you and then you sell straight away. Many of us have a budget to raise awareness and to create interactions that can help us sell. And we are investing a lot of money in the first 2 steps, in the awareness and the interaction. For someone that knows us and that have already bought, he can just skip the first 2 steps and we can just sell them straight away. Yeah? So for those people that come back, it's really cheap because you're not investing in them in raising awareness again. They know you. They already had the product and they know it works. They know it's good. Perfect. And now, before we continue, I wanted to thank our sponsors again. Before the sponsors, I wanted to thank some of the people that have helped us and support us throughout this journey. First of all, Alba, my wife. She's been helping me with all the designs, all the graphics. She has an eye for details that no one can see. And I'm the messy one, so we make a great team, and really thank you so much. I want to thank my friend Gustavo from Venezuela. He's been helping me edit all the videos. Without him, we wouldn't be doing a marketing on social media. It would have been almost impossible. And I really wanted to thank my family. I hope they're looking at us now. Thank you for the support that has always given me and for always being there for me, even when we're really far away. And it's a bit funny, you know, because most of them only speak Spanish. They don't even understand any word that I'm saying. So I'm going to make sure I translate this for you or make some subs for you, yeah? But thank you. Thank you so much. And I hope the sponsors, sorry? Muchas gracias. And I hope the sponsors don't fall short, but they've been really helpful as well. I really thank you for all the help and support you've given us, yeah? Remember, Influence Production for all your videos and commercials and all the things that you need. They are really great at it. And of course, Nate, Doorstep Promotions. 8 in 10 neighbors would prefer to shop local. Let Doorstep Promotions help them find you, yeah? To expand your local business all over the city. And now, they missed the best part. Now, we're about to get to the end, yes? And before we continue, before we close, I wanted to show you another metaphor. That's the way I like to share my thoughts by metaphors. I just love it. So you might be thinking, what is these steps over here? And no, Alba is not pregnant, yeah? Don't worry. So I just want to show it to you in a way. Think about your left foot. It's education. And your right foot, it's action, yes? If we are all the time trying to learn, and we read a book, and we go to a conference, and we keep learning, we stay in the same place. We have a goal. We need to move forward, yeah? And what if we try one time, and we develop a business, and we don't know what we're doing, and we just try, and fail one more time? We stay in the same place. They only work together. What if we read a book and then we try? What if we go to a conference and connect with people and we create something together? What if we keep going and keep learning and keep understanding? That's the only way we'll get forward, yeah? And now to finish, I wish you all keep learning, connecting, selling, but mostly, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you. Thank you. Great, so that's the end, yeah? Thank you everyone for coming, and yeah, feel free to keep networking a little bit if you want. If you haven't done, please do the what if. And also, one question, like, some of you put your dreams here, something that you would do if you knew you couldn't fail. But I want you to think now, when you go home, what are the barriers that you are putting yourself to that are not helping you get there? Think about the barriers, because most of the time, we put our barriers ourselves. It's not about the outside, it's about ourselves, putting ourselves these barriers. And is there a way that we can just break them all up and just start making our dreams come true. So take that as a homework, and thank you so much for coming, yeah? Thank you.